Okay, we are talking about absolute value today. So, absolute value, what does that mean? The absolute value is a number's distance from zero. So looking at a number line, let's look at the number 3. So 3 is 1, 2, 3 away from 0. So the absolute value of 3 is 3. And anytime you see 2 bars like this, that means absolute value. So another number whose absolute value is 3 is going to be 1, 2, 3, negative 3. So we've got the absolute value of 3 is 3, and the absolute value of negative 3 is also 3. So what do you think the absolute value of negative 2 is going to be? Well, we have to ask ourselves, how far away from 0 is negative 2? So negative 2 is 1, 2 spaces away from 0, so it's 2. And another number whose absolute value is 2 is positive 2. A good way to think about this is just creating a positive out of the number you have here. So the absolute value of negative 35, positive 35. The absolute value of 6, 6. The absolute value of negative 10, 10. So whatever is in the absolute value bars is going to be your number written out here, but positive, always positive. So if I have written the absolute value of x is equal to 6, we want to think about what x could be. What numbers could produce 6 as an absolute value? 6 is 6 away from 0, and negative 6 is also 6 away from 0. So in this instance, x is equal to 6, and x is equal to negative 6 for this problem. Sometimes we're going to have absolute value bars around an expression. So here I've got the absolute value of x minus 2 is 4. So first let's think about what numbers can produce 4 as an absolute value. What could go here? 4 and negative 4. So either 4 or negative 4 has to be in this spot. So I need to solve for when x minus 2 is both 4 and negative 4 to find out what x is. So we set x minus 2 equal to 4 and x minus 2 equal to negative 4. So to isolate x over here, I've got x being subtracted by 2. So I'm going to add 2 to do the opposite. Those are going to cancel. I bring my x down. 4 plus 2 is 6, so one answer is 6. And then I'll do the same thing here. I'll add 2. Those cancel. Bring my x down. And negative 4 plus 2 is negative 2. So these are my 2 answers. And if I want to check that, I could plug in 6, so 6 minus 2, and I could plug in negative 2, negative 2 minus 2. 6 minus 2 is 4, and the absolute value of 4 does equal 4, and negative 2 minus 2 is negative 4, and the absolute value of negative 4 is 4. Okay, so looking at our guided notes. Blank equations contain at least one absolute value expression. This will be absolute value. Goes right here. Absolute value equations contain at least one absolute value expression. The simple form of an absolute value equation is the absolute value of x equals n. Because absolute value represents distance, you must consider the case where the solution is x units from 0. So for example, we've got the absolute value of d equals 3. So d is going to be either positive 3 or negative 3. So for this one, this is kind of like the example we just did. The absolute value of y plus 2 equals 4. So what two numbers can produce 4 as an absolute value? Well, we know it's 4 and negative 4. So let's set y plus 2 equal to both of those. And now I want you to try this on your own.